YouTube, it's your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV, and let me tell you something. It's about to go down. But before I tell y'all, I gotta let you know, I got my main man with me.
Hook City.
Yes, sir. Listen, guys, I just had a wonderful anniversary. Shout out to my wife. Baby, I love you. We went to New York, had an awesome time, y'all. Let me tell you something. I ain't been on the lake in a while. Last time I was in this creek, man, crappie were going crazy. I'm talking about they were everywhere, doing everything. If you haven't seen those videos, man, you need to make sure you check those out. Situation has changed. Beginning of March, we get a cold front, and it disturbs everything. But I'm gonna tell you something. Not only did we get a cold front, we got rain, and it is really messing things up for us. We can still catch these crappie. Matter of fact, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. So guys, I just want to show y'all something. You can still get on these fish. And the beauty of it is, I'm finna show you how. The water is murky. We got a little wind out here today. Man, it's crazy the changes 2 weeks can make. But this creek looks a little bit different. We're looking at 61-degree water temperatures. So I'm not sure how much warmer it got. Last time I was in here, I believe it was like 59. And it was more hot days to follow. But again, since then, we've got a cold front that has come in here. Cold fronts can really make these fish lethargic, okay? So they might not want to bite, but as you've seen, we caught fish. There's a few things we did. We're about to get into that right now. Last time I was down here, guys, we were using our 6'6" ACC crappie stick. I was able to do a lot of casting. Fish were on the bottom, but they were really active, and I was able to use the 6'6". When we're live scoping, you want to use a longer rod so that you can get away from the boat so you're not spooking your fish. But the way we use the 6'6" ACC crappie stick is that we cast to those fish. We let it hit the bottom and then we slow retrieve back. Again, we get into an area where crappie are really concentrated. We're able to take a high visible jig, something like the brush pile jigs. Listen, we get them in different colors. I think the last time we were using white and chartreuse. Black and chartreuse is always a good muddy creek color. And all you need to do is cast that jig, let it hit the bottom, make about 20-30 foot cast, let it hit the bottom, slow retrieve back. And the reason why you have to keep it slow is because we want to maintain bottom contact or just off the bottom, but that's not the case. So what are we doing today? Today, we employed the 13-foot ACC crappie stick. This allows me to get a really good reach out in front of those fish because these fish, again, are lethargic. They're not really active, and I'm having to put this bait directly on their nose. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're still in these deep holes. That's another tip that I can give you, that when the water starts to cool, when things get funky, we know these fish are already on the bottom. That's one thing that they like to do, is sit on the bottom, and you'll find these fish in your deeper holes. So that's what we're doing. We're looking in these deeper holes, and we're really paying attention to the bottom of the screen. When I find these fish, guys, we're gonna use this 13-footer, get right over the top of them, drop right on their heads, and hold it there till they're ready to react. This is something we've been doing all day, and it is really the only way today that we've got these fish to bite. Perfect example, y'all. I got a fish now. Make sure my trolling motor is turned down. I don't want to approach them real fast. I got a fish now that's 9 foot away. At about 8 foot, I can really reach out with this 13-foot ACC and get down to this fish. We're gonna drop on this fish, see if we can put this bait right on top of his head, see what kind of reaction we get. Here he comes. There he comes. Bang. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Not a real big fish, definitely a respectable eater. And it literally took me dropping, getting right down on that fish's head. And right now, again, a highly visible color, man. Something that these fish don't have to work to find when I drop it on their head. They can see it. And that's what we're using. We're using the Black and Chartreuse brush pile jigs, get you some, and a 1/16 ounce pink ACC crappie sticks head, man. It don't get no better than that. And it don't get no easier. Guys, that's tip number 1 for y'all. Keep going, Hook.
Trying to get in. Trying to get me one.
I see you there.
Yeah. It's a nice fish. Box fish.
Yes, sir. Another good one, man. Yep. Having to hold it down there.
Yeah, just hold it. Just hold it on the bottom.
There it is. Slow this old sailboat down I got. Right over the fish. And that's what lethargic looks like. Having to just hold it there because he don't want to chase. Slow up, bite, and catch, you guys. My dad ain't gonna help me. God almighty. Y'all see how he do me? Y'all see how he do me? Y'all see how he do me? You see where we came out of the deal, man. Look, but I want y'all to notice, man, how long it took that fish to come on with it. Let me tell you something. There's nothing more heartbreaking than watching a fish sit there not doing nothing, and you finally get the perfect drop. You finally feel like you got the perfect bait. Everything's going perfect, and the fish won't react. But let me tell you something, man. Tip number 2, slow down. Fish are lethargic. It's almost like when you don't feel good. You don't feel like running. You don't feel like rushing. You want to take your time, go to the kitchen, get something to drink, take your time, go to the store. These fish are doing the same thing when they're not feeling well, man. So tip number 2, take your time. Don't let these spring cold fronts kill your crappie vibe. Let's go, baby. We're dealing with about 58-degree air temperatures. Water's falling. Now it's 59 degrees back here. We got rain, and it's just rough. But I'm telling you, man, if you apply these things, and I'm telling you these tips for these spring creek crappie during the cold front, you can catch you some fish, man. Listen, we're gonna drop down, see if we can get a few more. And after that, y'all stay tuned, man, because I'm gonna share with y'all some of my best and favorite jigs for muddy water creeks, man. Y'all stay tuned. Look at that, man. It took forever.
It's probably a long way.
Slow down, be patient. That joker wanted to take forever, y'all. Sweet. The only thing I can say. Listen, this is a good time to remind you. Live scope don't make them bite. I do. I already got our next target, y'all. 20 foot away, sitting right on the bottom. Now this is when you want to start getting your boat together. Listen, If you're drifting too fast, now's the time to slow down. We don't have crappie brakes and power poles and all those things. Number two, we're in a deep V aluminum boat. It means it's light and this thing will drift forever if you let it. It's another reason to have these long poles. But I want to get my boat under control now. And if we can make a good drop on this fish, this is another caught fish, y'all.